Bubuo ang Kamara ng Tri-Committee para busisiin ang mga umano'y manumalyang flood control projects. At kaugnay niyan, makakausap po natin Bicol Saro Party List Representative Terry Redon. Siya po ang chairman ng Public Accounts Committee. Chairman Redon, magandang gabi po sa inyo.
Ay, magandang gabi po. Maraming salamat sa pag-imbita.
First of all, paano ninyo iimbestigahan itong flood control projects anomaly? Ang TRICOM, sino po ang bubuo nito?
Ang bubuo po nito ay yung pong Public Accounts Committee, ang ating pong komite, Public Works Committee, at yung Committee po on Good Government. No? So, talagang titilad-tilarin po nito yung pong mga makikita pong mga maanomalyang mga kontrata, proyekto sa infrastruktura, particular yung pong flood control projects na binabanggit po ng ating pong Pangulo.
So, anong taon ho kayo mag-uumpisa hanggang sa ano ang starting and end point nitong taon ng mga flood control projects?
Well, I think yung pong binanggit po ng Pangulo, very clear po yung period. No? So, all the projects within his term. No? So, June 30, 2022, to date, ang mga sisiyasatin po natin ng mga proyekto.
At ito po, Congressman, paano nyo iimbestigahan ito kung may ilang mambabatas daw ang sangkot umano rito?
Well, alam po ninyo, ang sabi naman po ng Pangulo, wala hong sisinuhin. No? So dapat po, yung lahat po ng mga komite o mga bodies na mag-iimbestiga po sa usapin po ng mga maanomalyang mga proyekto, ay wala din pong sisinuhin. So ibig sabihin, kung meron pong mga legislators na mababanggit o madadawit po sa mga maanomalyang mga kontrata, syempre mapipilitan ho tayo na talagang imbitahan po sila sa atin pong komite at magpaliwanag po
Talagang
sila.
investigate your own. Ganun po ang mangyayari.
Well, that we will give them the right to respond. But again, yung pong majority leader po ng Kamara, siya Congressman Sandro Marcos, ang kanya pong preference ay magkaroon po ng third-party probe, no? Pagka po legislators po yung involved, no? And within the Tri-Committee po, we will give the legislator the right to respond. Pero as soon as a third-party probe is actually instituted, we can basically endorse this inquiry involving a legislator to them.
Pakipaliwanag po, Congressman, medyo nalito lang po ako. Tama po yung sinabi nyo na si Marcos, Sandro Marcos, he doesn't agree that Congress or the House of Representatives should investigate. Yun po yung aking napanood na statement ni Majority Floor Leader Marcos. Yun po ang kanyang sabi. Pero ang sinasabi niyo po, magtutuloy ito pong investigasyon ng TRICOM, pero pag magkaroon po ng third independent party, ay titigil po ang inyong investigasyon. Would that be the correct understanding?
I think that would be the correct process. No? Kasi syempre, in the course of the investigation po, o particular project, hindi naman ho natin alam yung timeline, no? Kung kailan ho halimbawa may madadawit o may mababanggit po na legislator sa mga proyekto pong ito. So in the event na mabanggit po sila, of course, syempre, ibibigay din ho natin yung pagkakataon na makapagpaliwanag sila sa atin pong komite. But we will have to recuse ourselves, no, as what the majority leader prefers, no, and endorse it to a third-party probe in the event that it gets instituted.
Congressman, kung meron pong third party, para po sa inyo, who is the best third party to investigate this?
Well, I think the executive, and that's what the Palace Press Officer stated today. I think they will undertake a separate probe po on the flood control project. So I think we can consider po the an executive-led probe as a third-party probe for those that are involving legislators in anomalous contracts.
Kayo ho ba personally, meron na ho ba kayong listahan ng mga congressman na naging contractor o mga contractor na naging mga congressman o kaya mga congressman na may mga kapamilyang contractor?
Well, personally, I don't have a list as well at the moment, but we have to be very clear. What the President wants to investigate are not the legislative contractors. What the President wants to investigate are those anomalous flood control projects. No? So ibig sabihin, yun po yung trigger ng ating pong TRICOM inquiry. Pagka merong anomalous flood control projects, infrastructure projects, pwede pong silipin po ng Tri-Committee po ito. So ibig sabihin, in the event na may matisod po ng mga legislators dito, contractor man sila o hindi, adi syempre, they have to be named there, they will be given the right to respond. But syempre, like what the majority leader had said, parang we will give it and endorse it therefore to a third party na po.
Opo. Nakausap ko din po si Congressman Puno kagabi at tinanong ko nga sa kanya yung lumalabas na usap-usapan. Meron daw umano ng 67 na congressmen/contractors. And I asked him if that is also the number that he knows. Parang ang sagot po niya, that seems to be an accurate number. Pero nung kayo po ang tinanong ko, sabi niya parang hindi niyo pa alam kung ilan ang mga congressman na contractors, sir?
Well, kasi ang totoo naman po, that number is being bandied around by other people. No, it doesn't come from me. So we are waiting actually for the actual names to be disclosed by the people who are saying that there are in fact 67 legislator contractors in the Congress today.
All right. Kailan ho mag-uumpisa ang TRICOM, Congressman?
Well, hopefully pagka nagkaroon na po firstly, pag na-approve na po ng plenary, yung pong authority po ng TRICOM to do the inquiry, hopefully within the next 2 weeks po yan. So I think on the 3rd week po, I think we can formally start na po the inquiries.
And sino-sino po ang nakikita niyong ipapatawag sa unang araw ng TRICOM hearing?
Well, syempre, we will focus po on the 15 contractors, no? Kasi yan naman po talaga yung binabanggit po ng Pangulo, no? And very important to kasi may mga binabanggit na rin pong mga actual projects na a bit suspicious. So for example, yung pong Iloilo City LGU.
Tama
yung
po.
kanila pong mayor po ay nagsabi po na parang mayroong mga non-functioning na mga flood control projects po. Although in our briefing yesterday, ang binabanggit po ng regional director ng DPWH, they admitted na a bit delayed ito pong proyekto na ito. But again, ayan po, pwede maging simula na po yan doon sa pagsisiyasat sa ilan pong mga proyekto.
Pwede po yun, yung sa LGU ng Iloilo. Trenyas, di ho ba? And also,
Yes,
sir,
po.
also yung kay Pasig Mayor Vico Soto, yung kanyang pinost sa Facebook.
Well, I think we are talking about the same contractor po. No? So I don't think Mayor Vico Soto mentioned that they have a project in Pasig City, but the actual project is actually in Iloilo City, and I think there are particular cities po in Metro Manila in which they have projects that are still delayed to date. So I think we can invite them as soon as we open formal hearings po.
Sige po, Congressman, aantabayanan po natin yan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. Bicol, Saro, Party List Representative Terry Redon.